Hey, Zudorag here, coming to another video review. Today I'll be taking a look at Voyager Class Fallen from the Revenge of the Fallen movie toy line. One thing I'd like to point out is that after the events of Transformers Prime, we actually know that the Fallen has a name, Megatronus. And I like that better than the Fallen, so throughout this review I will be calling him Megatronus instead of the Fallen, because they're basically the same person. Or same bot. Whatever. Anyway, here he is in his spaceship mode. Sort of just looks like it's Megatronus doing yoga. But anyway, here is his spaceship mode compared to a soda can. He's very squat. Again, he's just Megatronus doing yoga. His colors in this mode are interesting. A dark, sort of metallic, not even metallic, just like a grayish green almost. Although for some reason it has a blue hue to it on camera. That is really weird. Anyway, with some gray bits, some silver paint, translucent red parts that for some weird reason look orange on camera, as well as some bright orange paint, and I believe there is one other color somewhere, but I don't see it. Maybe I was wrong. View from above. Hi. Well, that's the simple way to hide it. And view from below. Whoop. He does have these landing skids down here, which they do the job. I mean, they allow him to sit in vehicle mode. Now this version of the mold doesn't have any accessories. Now there was a reissued version towards the end of the Revenge of the Fallen toy line. I believe that one was like blue or some weird color like that, and he actually came with a removable head, or a purposefully removable head, I'll get to that in a bit, and his staff from the movie. Whereas this version just has that. And that's it. That. Just all of that. Anyway, he doesn't have any accessories or anything like that. So, on to the transformation then. So, first thing you want to do is fold up these landing skids. They just collapse into there like that. Then take these long panels and bring them back on these double hinges, and they sort of just softly lock into place. Come on. Then the legs, let's come down here. There are slots in here that tab onto the arms, so just pull them off like that. Do the same thing over here. And the arms, at least ostensibly, have posts that go into the shoulders, so just pull on this, extend the arm out. Now, this arm originally had the post, but for some reason, the post, which was right there, snapped off. So now it doesn't. Take these red bits and collapse them up like that. Take these little spikes and fold them in. Just get these little rubber pieces out of the way. Bring this down and around. Fold the legs out. Bring these out the rest of the way. I like to just get them like this so they're out of the way. Out and down. Just so that they're out of the way there. Fold these little panels back out. Take this flap, bring it down, fold that up. Take the upper body and turn it all the way around. And then take the nose cone and just sort of sit it up against the body like that. Let's bring this up a little bit. Bring the head section forward. You still can't see it. Bring the head section forward and fold these flaps back. You also want to take the head and slide it up. It's on this slider in there. So you want to just slide it up until it sort of softly locks into place. And just get it back there for now. Take the arms, and they tab in right in there, and they tab in very securely. So bring them down. Bring this down. Get the head back the rest of the way. Fold up, or fold in the shoulder spikes. Let's work on the legs now. Turn the lower leg around, straighten it out, around, straighten it out. Get the legs sort of straightened up. Turn the feet around. Now, this is normally where I'd splay the feet out, but his feet are spring folded. So that's about it. Anyway, straighten his arms out, bring them down to the side. Now what you're supposed to do is, get this out of the way, there are posts here. Let's just sort of get all this straightened out. And then ports on these rubber bits, and you're supposed to connect them like this. They just peg together like that, to sort of emulate his weird tendon things. Just do the same on this side. Port onto post, or rubber post, I guess. Bring this back down. Fold that up. Turn back around. Get his legs to where he can kind of stand. Bring his hands out to the side like this. And that. And then you just need to sort of splay his feet out as you put him down, so that he will approximate standing. And then, as you can see, he's... Normally when you try and stand him, he'll just fall right over, so I usually end up having to move his legs back one click, so that he will actually stand properly. Yeah, he's leaning back weird, but he's not going to fall over now. And there you basically have Voyager Class Megatronus / The Fallen from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen in robot mode. Here's his size in robot mode to a soda can. I think he's a little bit taller than Blackout was. Not by a whole lot, though. His colors in this mode are... Let's raise this up. They're essentially the same as vehicle mode, because there's not really anything that was revealed that was hidden in vehicle mode, so it's that dark grayish green, some dark gray plastic, some silver paint, orange paint, translucent red pieces, and then a few rubber pieces here and there. View from above and from below. Again, as for accessories, he doesn't have any, at least not this version of the mold. Now, his posability is simultaneously good and naff. His head, due to it being so low, he doesn't really have a neck. I mean, you can sort of make him look down, but it won't really stay that well. It's supposed to spring up. Maybe this ring's broken. Hey. His head can wiggle a little bit. His arms technically can't move because, you know, they're joined right there. So, yeah. His hands can wiggle in and out and rotate on this swivel here. Can't move out, though. Legs can go back that far. They can go forward pretty far, if you could get these out of the way, and yes, I will get to that. Legs can move in and out a little bit. They can also rotate at the hip. Legs can rotate ostensibly all the way around at the knee, but the knee pad gets in the way. Legs can also bend that far at the knee with the nifty Mecha-Live gimmick that came with this series. And of course, now he can rotate all the way around. Come on. The foot can move all the way around on a swivel, as well as tilt side to side and move back and forth a little bit. Toes can technically all move out, but they're spring-loaded, so unless he's on the ground, he's just going to be looking like that. Now, as far as the arms are concerned, it is possible to get his arms posable. All you have to do is just unhook these sort of tendon pieces here, which actually is a little bit harder than you would think. Come on. Just fold all that back up. And now that loosens up a lot of posability, because now he can swivel at the waist. Okay, yeah, I may as well address this right now. For whatever reason, over time, the head of my figure, there is a post that it extends from here into the back of his head and attaches here with a pin. For some reason, it broke on mine. I'm not too terribly bothered by it. Give me a moment. Because, you know, I can replicate that "give me your face" scene. That was a very bad Peter Cullen impression. But, you know, just post into the port on the back of his head. I have considered gluing it, but, you know, I like the play value of, you know, "give me your face." But anyway, so, yeah, he can now swivel at the waist and can go all the way around at the waist. His arms can now go out to the side that far. They can also go all the way up if you use this joint, but of course you're going to knock the head off again. His arms can also go all the way around on a soft ratchet. It's a soft ratchet, but a tight joint, if that makes sense. There is a swivel just above the elbow that allows the arm to go all the way around. Well, no, not all the way around. This hinge gets in the way. His arms have two elbow joints, so his arms can actually do a full, proper bend, which is neat. And of course, his hand still has all that posability. But that does mean you can give him properly oriented arms that bend forward. Unfortunately, this is as far down as his upper arm goes, so if you want to give him bending elbows, his arms are going to point out to the side in a weird direction. As for the leg posability, it's also increased too, because this can get out of the way, and the leg can now go up that far. So, yeah, a design feature actually intended to replicate the look of the movie hinders the posability of the figure. Yeah, that wasn't very bright of you, Hasbro. This isn't Revenge of the Fallen's best figure. It's not a terrible figure. I mean, the plastic quality I initially thought was, you know, pretty high, but I mean, the post on this arm came off, the post on his head broke, and it does feel a little bit lighter than it should. I don't like the fact that his toes can't be made flat, and if you took the springs out, then his toes would just flop around, so there's literally nothing you can do to fix it. I mean, like I said, it's not a terrible figure, it's just a poorly designed figure. The overall aesthetic isn't too bad. It replicates the movie fairly well. I mean, I know they had to give him a transformation because, hey, it's a Transformer, it has to transform. But unfortunately, it ends up looking really, really stupid. Anyway, there is one thing that, to my knowledge, people have sort of, or at least based on what I understand, have messed up a little bit on, is that he has these red pieces, and you can fold these out in his robot mode. and just flare them out like that. And it sort of gives him the vibe of a powered up mode almost. Let's bring the head down. Really? Get back on there. But as far as I'm aware, those red parts are supposed to be exposed for the vehicle mode, not for some weird, robot mode enhanced ability. I mean, it works if that's, the way you want to do things. But as far as I'm aware, that's not what they're for. They're, there to sort of make his vehicle mode look a little bit different. His vehicle mode. So just fold all that back up. Anyway, that rather clumsy review finishes up my review of Voyager Class the Fallen / Megatronus from the Revenge of the Fallen movie toy line. So until next time, bye-bye.